Let's set the record straight. You and me, we ain't nothing alike. Let's set the record straight. Those words you say, they hold no weight, they like. Let's set the record straight. You'll never break the man before your eyes.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another Diecast review. Today we have a brand new diecast from a team that I don't even know how to pronounce. I don't know if it's like Rayum or something like that. Whatever, Bros Racing now. I believe this is the first diecast we got from this team. And this was also an odd release because it's, again, I believe it's a brand new team that we haven't gotten yet. And it's for Natalie Decker in the 23. So that's kind of interesting. But, I mean, I don't know where this kind of came from. I don't know where it was ran. I didn't even know it was being offered. But I decided to go ahead and pick it up anyway. So we're going to get right into this diecast review. Again, kind of out of left field. Don't really know where this was ran. None of that stuff. She probably wrecked in it, but I mean, who knows. Yeah. Pretty plain paint scheme, just by far. I mean, it's got a dude on the front of it. Jason something. I'll have to look at that here in just a second. But there's no, like, design or nothing. It's just a plain Jane paint scheme, you know, nothing really to it. But it's labeled as Natalie Decker, number 23, Red Street Records, 2021. So if you have an Xfinity series for stop motion, of course, great paint scheme to add. I don't know. I don't think it's a new number. I think we've had Elliott in the 23. I could be wrong. Again, I'm not really too sure, but I'm pretty sure we've had this paint scheme. Or not paint scheme, but the number before. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this diecast review. Here's the diecast out of the box, and it's actually a pretty clean paint scheme. Again, there's no type of like design to it other than the side skirt, maybe where it's black. You might be able to throw in the spoiler, the splitter, and the roof rails too, because they're black also. But anyway, again, pretty clean. I hope so anyway, referring to the quality, because we all know with white diecast, Lionel does not do very good. Normally there's a whole bunch of specks and stuff that are in the paint, or just in the clear coat, you know, something like that, something along those lines. But we'll just have to see how that kind of pans out. So, moving on to the hood right here, we got Just As I Am, Jason Crabb, so I don't really know who that is. Assumingly some sort of country singer or something, you know, something like that. But yeah, there's him right there. Of course, I guess that's like a promotion for like an album or something, or just a single. I got Decker right there. Of course, the Xfinity banner. Have we gotten a Decker diecast before? I don't know if we have. I want to say yes, but I'm unsure. I think we did, but I don't know if it was like just 124, if it was 124 and 164. I'm not too sure, so I'm going to have to go back and look at that. But we got the 23 right there on the roof. Nothing behind that. I do love that. You can kind of see some of the paint error, what I'm talking about. It's almost like the colored rims. It's like white as a color Lionel can never really get right. And I mean, I understand. I've painted white cars before. They're not fun. They're really not. I mean, they look good once you actually paint it well. But if you don't, then you'll get stuff like this on the roof flap there and all kinds of stuff. You can see it over on the hood too, around the hood flaps too. So, I mean, yeah, kind of a hard thing to do. I do understand that, but they are a multi-million-dollar company, so I expect a little bit better, but it is what it is, I guess. Got Decker right there on the rear banner. Red Street Records right there on the deck lid. Of course, like we said earlier, got the black spoiler. Oh, Bigfoot apparently is on the back of this. This makes the card 20 times better. Philly cheesesteaks, interesting. We got the Bigfoot right there. It's pretty cool. I like that. Got the Camaro. Of course, I got the fake exhaust pipes. Got the camera, Chevy bow tie. Ooh, what happened there? Ooh, that does not look very good. Look at that 23. Yikes, that is not very good. That's like super cut off, and there's a whole bunch of like leftover wrap right there. Yeah, that's definitely not something I was going to expect, but at least it's on the back of the car, not something like on the side or anything. But anyway, of course, we got the exhaust pipes and all that good stuff there. Over here, got Red Street Records, got something else. Right, there's that on the... No, it's not. Oh my god, it just gets worse. Yikes. Yeah, we're going to have to take a look at that other side too. So we got one little spot here for whatever reason, and got the Bigfoot Philly cheesesteaks there once again. In 29, that's what it was. I think it was an Arca diecast, right? It may have been Arca. Got the black skirt down here. So you got, I don't even know what those sponsors are there. Natalie Decker. The B post is almost impossible to read. Got the NASCAR race car, Xfinity Series, Mobile 1 ARP. Of course, you got the Goodyear, what should be black, or at least red, something like that, because that yellow on the white doesn't look very good. And it's super off, not to mention. Ooh, right here on the front end, we got some more decal design error, or just kind of decal placement error. So that's fantastic. This might turn into a little bit of a rant review, not gonna lie, because this thing sucks. I was really hoping for a lot more. At least this wasn't like on my favorite driver or something. That would have been sad. Goodyear right there, also all scuffed up. So let's take a look at this side here. This is my problem right here. So the E or the first E has some white spots on it. It looks like some like paint or something like that, but it looks like this thing has been splattered with mud or something like that, because it does not look good at all. Like, look at that. That's just, there's all kinds of spots everywhere. I mean, it looks terrible. It almost looks like a race version. I don't know if I'll get another one. I probably won't. But, like, this thing is just god awful. Again, like, I know Lionel doesn't do very good with, there's another decal fold in the N29. Oh, and then there's also some of the plastic wrap peeling off at the bottom of the B post too. That's yikes. Oh, and then there's this up here by the deck lid. You can see all those spots there. God, this is not what I was expecting. I didn't expect very good quality just because it was a white paint scheme, but I did not expect something this bad. God, that sucks. I can understand the Goodyear because that's always happens, but look, we got this right here. Got that, it cuts into the front grille there. Then on this side, of course, we got all those specs and stuff towards the back. Got the white paint on the E, the first E there, or the second E technically. And you got this big old chunk taken out of the 23 on the back. It's a hot mess. Now, don't get me wrong. I would love to rant on this paint scheme, but here's the thing. Not the paint scheme, but on the diecast. But here's the thing. What else is there to say? I've had a couple rant reviews where it's just like all the same stuff. Lionel has sucky quality, or this thing's messed up, or the numbers flipped, or something like that. It is always the same song and dance with Lionel, no matter what the situation is. I've seen diecasts that have come in without windows, come in without spoilers on them, broken spoilers. Actually, I just got that Michael McDowell Daytona 500 win, and the roof flap, which was, it just because it was loose, wasn't broken, but it came out during the shipping process, at least I think so anyway. And then I had to put it back in place, which again wasn't a big deal, but that stuff should not happen. And the spoiler on that Daytona 500 win, it was really loose. Like, it was super just a whole bunch of wobbly and whatnot. And I also got a junior diecast from Pocono where the paint was all messed up on the windshield, which, I mean, I bought it knowing it was like that because I needed the win in general. Now, I could possibly give them a little bit of a break if it was just on the 164s because, like, they're harder to wrap, stuff like that. But it's not just decal folds or stuff like that. I've seen 124s come in with no headlights, no back decals, like on the back bumper, nothing there. Johnson was shipped like that, like produced like that. There was no Chevy Camaro Z011LE on it, and it was just a black bumper, or a back bumper, just nothing on it. As I said earlier, I've gotten a diecast with the number flipped on it. I've gotten all kinds of just, crazy stuff. So, the paint scheme itself, or not the paint scheme, but I said that all hick-like. The paint scheme, no, okay, so the quality of this diecast should be a 9 out of 10 roughly, right? I mean, I don't think it's close. I want to put it at like a 6. That might be one of the lowest I've ever put a car, but like, I mean, it's awful. It's just bad. Now, again, the diecast itself would probably be a very good-looking car. I almost said clean car. A very clean car in 164 or 124 if there was no flaws whatsoever. But this thing has a lot of problems. Now, it's not the worst I've seen, but it's pretty mid-range. And here's another thing I worry about the next-gen diecast. So, a lot of them will have, let's see, so like right here, where, let's see, about like here and here, or not over here, but like here and here, and then there will be like these type of vents looking things that kind of like are on the roof, or not on the roof, but they're on the hood, and they're like little vents. So I don't know, like they stick up a pretty good amount. So I don't know if those are going to be molded or if they're going to be decaled. But if they are molded on the 164, something tells me we're screwed with quality, because with the roof flaps, they had problems, and just the hood crease, they had problems with decals not being a full picture, like they would crack in the middle. So if they have those vents molded into the hood, that tells me it's just going to be a whole nother big problem. So I don't know how to take that. I don't know if they're going to mold it, or I hope they mold it just for like realistic reasons, but I don't know, man. Especially being a custom diecast maker, that would suck if it was molded, because it could get to a point where we can't just go over it. We would have to like cut out a spot, and that could easily mess up a decal, or that could easily like cut into whatever the sponsors on the hood, stuff like that. So I am kind of concerned about how this is all going to go down. 2 prototypes for a Toyota and maybe a Ford. I don't know. I know it wasn't a Chevy, so I think it was either both Toyotas or 1 Ford, 1 Toyota. I don't remember, but I'm going to have to go back and look to see just a closer detail about how the 124s are. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to be the same mold as the 164, so again, I'll have to do a little bit of research. But anyway, I think that's enough of my little rant. So with that being said, this diecast sucks, and that'll be all for this diecast review. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I hope you don't get a diecast like this one. But I guess, good luck. We'll have to see. But once again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.